Hello Virgo, what's going on? I hope you're doing very, very well. My name is Diane, for those of you who don't know me, and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot, and we're going to do a general reading for September, but of course, you know, it's timeless. All my readings are timeless, so whenever you happen to find this bad boy, it's when you were meant to see it. You're very welcome here, Virgo. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it very much. And if you feel called to like and subscribe for me, I would appreciate that very much as well. And I'm really sorry, my nails are just disgusting, but it's been a rough week and I just haven't had time to do them, so I apologize for that. Also, it's probably dark in here, even though I've got all the lights on, it's just super dark outside. So, okay, so you have Justice. The Star. These are good cards. Let me just get some more cards. I just don't know which one that was. I'm going to reshuffle. Thank you. The Ten of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune, right? See, with the Ten of Swords, that's like a situation that was fairly crappy that's ended. And with the Wheel of Fortune, the time is right for you to move forward. There's been some healing, like when you have the Star, that's some kind of healing has occurred, some kind of purification, some kind of letting go. You have the Justice card, which for you in this reading, it means you've got to the other side of something. And also it means that you're seeing things clearly. Let me see what else. You're probably very tired. You have the Fool, so there's a new beginning coming. Because a Virgin is going to light the candle. With a new love, the Ace of Cups. So you have a new beginning, fresh start coming, taking a leap of faith with a new love. Please take a leap of faith with this new love, Virgo. We have the Hierophant here, so that would be marriage. Let me see what else. Okay, what is this? The Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Pumpkins. The King of Pumpkins, that's the King of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. Excellent. So the Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. I feel there was maybe a person in the past that hurt you. That's usually what the King of Pentacles means for me. So there could have been a tricky ending with someone from the past that hurt you very much. Now that doesn't have to be romance. That can be anything. It can be friends, family, bad work situation. But there's a breakthrough in the way that you're thinking with the Ace of Swords. So it's like you're not thinking about this anymore, or you're not letting what happened in the past affect you anymore. The Justice card is a karmic relationship, or it could be a bad marriage, or, well, more specifically, it would be a bad divorce, the Justice card, or like a legal separation, but, you know, unpleasant, something unpleasant that has caused you with the Four of Pentacles to sort of hold back from love. You know, could also be that you went through a really crappy divorce and they took a lot of your money or something like that, so that you've been in this Four of Pentacles energy of having no money for a while. That could also have been a factor. This is all being healed and purified. And I think it's taken a while. You have the Knight of Pentacles there. But now you have a new love coming in. You know, you're shining. You're like a shiny penny. You have the Wheel of Fortune with the High Priestess. Okay. And you have an Emperor here that's been waiting for you. Or an Empress if you deal with the girlies. And you prefer the girl card. What's this? The Queen of Pumpkins, or the Queen of Pentacles. Let's get one more. What else for Virgo? The Five of Wands. Interesting. Five of Wands clarifying the Ace of Cups. So you have the World card, which is definitely the end of a cycle. Closing down a cycle and moving into a new cycle. You have the Sun, so the new cycle is going to make you very happy. You know, you were meant to, part of this whole process that you've been through has been a spiritual process, because you were meant to step into this High Priestess energy, or High Priest if you're a dude. I get so many guys that comment on my videos like, is this just for women? Like, no. Stop being a little bitch. No, it's not just for women. But yeah, the High Priest, this is like being very intuitive. So there was almost like, you know, a period where Spirit sort of removed you from people or removed you from society. It could be like your hermit phase, where you were sort of resting and healing, and you were kind of protected while you were getting into this High Priestess energy, which is like, you know, like I said, being very intuitive. That's what this whole thing was meant to engage. This whole thing with this past person, it was like a spiritual awakening. Because I feel that now there's probably, you probably do have a lot of people that are interested in you, but you're like, no. I see you. I see your intent. It's like you see people now, you know, you see their intentions and you're like, no, sorry. No dice, baby, sorry. And you're emerging into like this new cycle as this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really ready. You have the Magician. Some of you might also have been starting to engage with magic, you know, or like manifesting, whatever you want to call it. But you're ready with the Magician. Like, they had to get you into this High Priestess energy for some reason. I mean, some of you might end up doing something spiritual if you resonate with that, you know, or you might just use it in your daily life. But you're ready. There's a little bit of resistance here, though. Why is this Five of Wands here? The Queen of Cups. Oh, I see. Okay. What is that? The Four of Swords. Okay, so there's, you know, when you have the Five of Wands, it talks about there being like a little bit of resistance. I'm pretty sure it's on your side. The Nine of Cups here, this person would be a total wish fulfillment, but you know, with the Queen of Cups, I think because you had to fight so hard in the past to sort of be taken seriously and like to have your own space and stand up for yourself and have boundaries and not be treated like shit, there could still be some like a little bit of anxiety surrounding people or something like that, or surrounding dating. Tell me about this Five of Wands, please. Oh man, the Two of Swords. Tell me about this Five of Wands, please. Why is it here? There's like a reluctance to be in a relationship. You have the Nine of Pentacles here and the Justice card. There's like a reluctance to give up your singledom. You have the Queen of Pentacles here, so it looks like you've been doing a lot of stuff by yourself. you know, for a while. That's, you know, just what you're used to. The Nine of Pentacles is someone that's, you know, successful in their own right. They, you know, they're happy enough on their own, like they're single, but like the Two of Swords is like a no, like you're not getting in. And the Justice card is, you know, you have to be able to see through this. Like you have to be able to get through, oh my God, what have I done? You have to be able to get through this Two of Swords, like no energy. That's being healed. I want to put that there. So there's nothing wrong with being single, but I think because of everything that you've been through, and probably because you've had to do so much stuff on your own for so long, there's almost like a reluctance to let go of the independence in case something happens or in case somebody screws you over. You know, but you have the Nine of Cups twice. This person here would be a wish fulfillment. There's even like you're even telling yourself this. I feel like your higher self is like coming through to be like, bitch, this person's a wish fulfillment. Stop screwing it up. You have the Three of Pentacles here. That's too many. Why is this Three of Pentacles here? That's too many. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so there's some kind of offer that's going to come in with the Ace of Pentacles. What is this offer? Oh, it's a work thing. It's a work thing. Okay. You know, this has been coming through in the readings quite a bit. There's a new person that's kind of had their eye on you, but I think they're also like, I don't know if they're also careful. It's a work offer. Or you're going to meet through work. Or some kind of group thing. You know, like a hobby that you have, like a nighttime, you know, like a class, like an evening class, or like an online group that you're a part of, or something like that. I'm sorry about my stomach. Really sorry. Thanks for that, stomach. Embarrass me in front of humans. Thank you. So there's a work connection with this person. It's almost like to break the ice, or that's how you guys become friends and then you start dating or something like that. Or it's like a way to get to know each other. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. Community. So it's something to do with like a group or a community. So like I said, you either meet through some kind of community, or it's an offer to work together. You know, if it was just for the two of you to work together, I would expect to see the Two of Wands. Whereas the Three of Pentacles often talks about 3 people or more. So it could be more of a group thing, something like that. Yeah, because, you know, you could be working like super hard. I think you're very good at what you do. There's something you're very good at. And then you have courtship. Where does that one go? Let me reshuffle that one. I'm so sorry about my stomach. How embarrassing. Right, let's... You know, this past thing that happened really affected you, but it was like a tower. It put you in the Empress energy, you know, made you kind of stand up for yourself, and yeah, made you stand up for yourself, and it made you very like aware, like self-aware and aware of other people. Not self-aware, but like aware of other people, and very, you know, sensitive to red flags, basically. Man, there is a smug version of you just sitting being like, look, in this deck, in this spread, she's like, look, you're gonna be happy. All right, tell me about this. Oh, you have love and you have strategy. It's all, I don't know exactly what this thing is here. This, I don't know, team thing or community, but it's going to lead to love. Like there's some kind of, I want to say it's like a strategy. Maybe spirit is trying to get you guys together, or this person's decided this is the best way to do it, or something like that. They're very sweet. You have caring connection here. So this person's like very, very sweet. The thinking man. Okay, this person thinks too much. They think about you a lot. I can tell you that. They think about you a lot. Holy shit. They think about you a lot. If you've already met this person's thinking about you all the time. They really like you, which you probably won't believe. You probably don't believe me, but they do. They really like you. There's like they've been watching you. Honestly, there's like a sense of adoration here. They think too much though. Like, this person needs to tap more into their intuition. You know, there's a sort of desire to think their way out of a situation, especially when it comes to love. Here, there's like a desire to think their way through this, but it can't be done like that because it's love. You know, it has to be felt. They could be worried that there's some deception involved here because you have deceit. That could be why they're trying to, like, I don't know, do this work thing with you or team thing. I'll tell you what though, like, you're going to get a lot of attention from this person. You might not even be aware of how much attention you get from this person. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know, like, you might just not be aware of how much this person would think about you. Because, you know, it might be new. It always makes this card always, like, she's got flowers and she looks, like, shocked that she's got flowers. You know, she's like, what is this? Did she give me a gift? What is this? Is it laced with poison? Are there killer bees in it? Like, what is this? There's, like, a sense of amazement that someone's being kind to you. So this being spoiled or, like, having someone actually love you could be, like, new for you. Because this looks like a cluster fart of grossness with some gross karmic freak show. And then over here, you have all this love. You have door to romance here, so that wants to go up there. Okay, this person, their heart might be like a little locked in a cage a little bit, but it's like slowly unlocking, same as yours. You have some kind of contract with this person. What's the contract? What's the contract? Oh, yin and yang. That's your contract. That's your mother effing contract. You've They're the yin to your yang. So you had to suffer through this garbage to get to your real person. This was also a contract. Your past person was also a contract. But this person here is the one here that you're meant to be with. The yin to your yang. The masculine to your feminine, or the feminine to your masculine, or whatever you want to call it. Oh my God, the Ten of Cups. Happy family. So you guys are going to be super happy with this person. You know, whatever the job is, or whatever the group thing is, just do it. Like, just do it. Please. Just don't get in your own way. Please just do it. For me, let me live vicariously through you. Let's ask about your person then. Let's see if they'll tell us anything about them. This person's a chronic overthinker, chronic worrier. Excuse me. Yeah. They think way too much. But you know, it's because they've been screwed over in the past. Like, they've had a lot of people that have just been... I think they've had a lot of chaotic people in their life. You know, where they were just like, oh my God, like these fuckers. You know, there's like a... You know, the Five of Swords for me is also a card of like narcissists and controlling people and stuff. So this is someone who I think they tend to get themselves into a bit of a bad headspace sometimes, or like chronic worrying, you know, which I can totally relate to. So totally sympathize. What would you like Virgo to know about this new person coming in? You know, you're quite, I think, you know, you're very intuitive. This person is also very intuitive, but I think they got stuck somewhere along the way thinking with their brain. Oh my God, that's the stupidest sentence ever. That's obviously what you do. Like they got stuck somewhere along the way with their brain sort of overriding their intuition. You know what I mean? Whereas I think you're very intuitive, but so are they. They just, there's like a reluctance to step out of logic, if you see what I mean. So anything you want Virgo to know about this new person? The Six of Pentacles. They're really lovely. They're very, very generous. There's the High Priestess. Oh my God. So this person, and there's the Ace of Cups. Just for anyone freaking out, like, oh my God, is it my ex? I just know it's not. It's someone new. Very, very heart-based connection. Shit. Okay, the Hanged Man's on the floor. They had to, okay, great. They want to talk about this. So, yeah, new love. But they had to wait until you got out of, like, there was a past person here that really did a number on you that put you in the Seven of Cups energy where you're like, well, I can't trust anyone. I can't trust anyone because this past person you may have thought was the one. Or, you know, you may have thought, excuse me, that they were a good person, or, you know, something like that, and they just weren't. They were a snake. But it's kind of made you think, you know, it's made you think like, well, you know, I don't trust people, like I don't trust this new person, or like what if the new person's the same, because I thought the past person was cool, so what if it's the same with this person? Like what if I think they're okay and then it turns out that they're like this past person? But you know, your past person was kind of a smug prick. So that you can just forget about them. This new person is nothing like them. The Seven of Wands, this past person made you defensive. Even though I feel like you had a lot of offers, you just like, nah, don't touch me. Just don't come anywhere near me. But you know, also I think you were going through a phase of, you've been working on your solar plexus chakra. If you want to know more about that, what that means, you should check out my other channel. It's all free over there. The link is in the description. But I think there was a period where you were almost like protected, like Spirit protected you deliberately, like they took you out of commission to work on you, to work with you. But that period is over. This period of you keeping yourself to yourself and being defensive, that's done. You've let go of this past person, this smug prick. And with the Three of Wands, you're looking towards the future. With this King of Swords, the King of Swords is very smart, very, very smart. They have a lot of wisdom. They do just tend to be, they're very logical. They don't want to get hurt. They tend to analyze things. It's like, well, let's not rush in. Let's make a list, blah, blah, blah. But actually, I think I stopped talking about this. I got distracted with this thing over here for some reason. Which you have walked away from with the Eight of Cups because it was not fulfilling. So, I was going to say something really mean there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to restrain myself. That's a horrendous thing to say. It was about your past person. It wasn't about you. Yes, with the High Priestess here, like this, your King of Swords, they're moving out of this energy of trying to think their way through this connection, and they're tapping into their intuition more, and they're listening to what's coming in through their crown chakra, because they're very intuitive themselves. Like, you guys are very similar like that. I think you're a very spiritual couple. I'm so sorry about my stomach. It's been fed, I swear. It's just, I don't know what it's doing. It's like the kind of thing that happens in an interview or something, and you have to pretend you know it's like not happening. Yeah, they're learning to listen to like what's coming through from Spirit. But they're very, very generous. The Six of Pentacles person's very generous. You know what though? The thing that was blocking this person's crown chakra is this overthinking and this worrying. But like I said, I can totally sympathize with that because I'm like that myself. It's because they're worried they're going to get left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. They work a lot. Eight of Pentacles, they work a lot. There could even be something in their past about like a bit of lack, or a bit of lack of money or something. This person works so much because there's a fear of being left out in the cold. So I think you should just, if you want to be with this person, you should just go with whatever this work thing is that they want to do with you, because it's going to be like a comfort thing for them. And it'll be a good way for you guys to get to know each other. It's like a nice, easy in. You know what I mean? And then you wouldn't have to do that. Maybe you wouldn't have to do that whole first date thing where you have to like get dressed up in uncomfortable clothes. And who thought of that as a first date? You have to get dressed up in uncomfortable clothes and shoes you can't walk in and sit in a restaurant, like a fancy restaurant, across from someone and try and eat food. Like, who thought of that? That's so much, that's like anxiety inducing, doing that with a new person. And then you have to try and be funny and charming and stuff. Like, who can do that? It's not possible. It's not possible. Coffee is a much better first date, or like going for a walk or something, where the pressure's off. Like, that's much nicer. Or you can get to know someone in an easy, chill sort of environment. Like, I like that. I'm a fan of that. So there'll be something new here that you guys are going to do with this person. Page of Pentacles here. So expect that. So, well, I think I ran my mouth a little bit in this reading, Virgo, so sorry about that. But I hope you enjoyed the reading anyway. I hope it was useful. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you feel like doing that. I would appreciate it very much. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care.